it looks like we will be starting our next match for the group stage, which will be Crit's Crew versus Pog. You know, Crit's Crew has been around, good old veterans of Fortress Faceoffs events. Definitely don't do like anything else that you guys should check out. You know, they definitely aren't like, they're only known. Wow. Okay, let's get to the game.
Okay, that was a very even mid there. Yeah, I wasn't able to really comment on that one. I didn't want to intrude on the Crit's Crew shout out, but that was a very even fight right there. We watched. I think that's probably going to be the most even fight we watched this entire game here. A nice little 5v5 with a one man standing, one man living to tell the tale for the rest of the team. But looks like blue team here are going to be dropping 2 players down 2 on this flank here, but they're going to be even for this actual fight for the point. Red team now on 2 players here. They're just going to have to back up, lick their wounds, and maybe try and go. Oh, man, Melter, let's go!
That was across the mid fight or shot.
Oh,
Man,
Duncan, you got to get out of here. Get out of there, Duncan! He's playing around that pack. This one pyro over here, Goblin, the Goblin! He's going Goblin mode right now on the point. I don't know if it's really going to help him out here, though. He might be getting taken out. Gas is now thrown. All the players on the point are covered. Again, they are covered a second time, rather. All 4 of them are covered, and this pyro is going in through the house, getting some nice hits onto these players. Oh my goodness! Pog just wipes out Crit's Crew there.
Great play by Pog.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that was an excellent little flank play that their player did right there. And
Pog appears to be very aggressive, pushing up on Crit's Crew spawn.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to get a little bit of a forward hold going on there, but they didn't really have anybody on the flank. And granted, Crit's Crew kind of just sent that guy in, you know, a little bit of a feed, and now they've lost 2 players. They're on different spawn waves now. So at this point, you kind of just have to say, are we committing for the point, or are we leaving and trying to live? And it does look like they're committing, and they all end up dying for it. This is now a minute and 40 seconds off of the total timer, a minute 20 left for blue, for Pog to hold this point, and that will secure them the dub for this round. I'm hoping to see Crit's Crew maybe pull something out, you know, maybe a nice cheeky flank play, which it looks like they might be able to do here. They're just on the point for free.
Completely getting the jump on Crit's Crew, not even expecting them to be in this corner.
But unfortunately, yeah, like you said, I mean, they got the jump on them. They just weren't expecting it. They sent everybody out through that flank there, and they all ended up dying for just a little bit of cap time. No actual cap gained. So, you know, 3 minutes still for Crit's Crew, and they're just very forward held.
Very forward. Will it pay out for Pog being this aggressive? So I'm not sure. It's not looking very well for Pog.
Yeah, they do end up dropping a player here for this forward hold, but as we've seen from Crit's Crew, their you know, point fights aren't the strongest, but it does look like they have a player going behind. Actually, takes that pack twos with these 2 players, especially this one on the point right now is going to go down, and that might be the change of pace that Crit's Crew needs. Maybe they just needed to get a leg up on mid here, and they might be able to hold this. We'll see. We'll find out. Let's see what their strategy is here. We do have the pyro.
Pog getting that timer down to 6 seconds. Will Crit's Crew be able to hold for 3 whole minutes?
Yeah. It does look like they're getting flanked from the side here. They don't even know this pyro's in for free. He hasn't been spotted yet. Now he's getting spotted. He's being looked at. Big Ivan is getting looked at by all 4 pyros on the point right now. And he doesn't go down. He actually gets a kill. Veg and Empty going in as long as, oh my Lord have mercy. Oh my God. I can't even.
Water. We couldn't even catch up. Keep up with them.
I mean, wow.
It looks like this first round will be going to Pog.
Yeah, this is definitely a Pog round. I mean, there was a lot of stuff happening right there. There was like way too much going on for me to like catch up with. Holy.
I think if Crit's Crew really wants to come back from this, what I would do is just, I think they need to get on the same page. There's too many of them doing way too many different things, and they're spreading themselves way too thin.
Yeah, it does look like they are picking a lot of, you know, like 1v1 fights when they could be taking 2v1s or, you know, 2v2s or something like that. Like we see over here on this flank here.
2v1.
yeah, this is 2v1 on the flank. It does actually end up working for them. Bumble getting that nice kill, a nice little man melter hit onto this guy on the flank here. Veg going down, but there is a Pyro behind them coming through the house. He might get a free kill here, almost very close, and he's actually gonna end up getting killed himself, I think. No, never mind. His teammate comes in and saves him. It's now a 2v3 in favor of Pog. Now a 4v2 actually. And they're just going to be duking it out on the point here. Both Pyros on the side of Crit's crew, very, very weak. One of them goes down, and so does the other. And now Bumble, the only spawner really in position. And he's going forward, actually. Trying to fight the 1v5, getting some gas out, kind of feeding right here, forcing the rest of his team to fight this guy over here. Also, who is this? I believe it's Duncan is fighting a 1v4 now, somehow living, actually. I don't even know how he gets out of that.
We're gonna see if that sack for the gas play will pay off in Crit's crew's favor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it looks like it does, and Empty's trying to go for the same play. It doesn't look like it works out for him here. I would like to point out, by the way, that not a single bit of time has been taken off the global round timer until right now. Crit's crew getting the first cap for this round. So very interesting set of mid-fights here. They didn't really have anybody on the cap. They're ticking down time, which makes this probably one of the longest mid-fights we'll see today. But Crit's crew is now down 3 players. They're gonna have to leave here. They can't really defend this unless Big Ivan's getting in behind, doing some big damage, but Big Ivan, not big enough, is gonna get taken down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Fortunately, all that damage and no kills to really show for it. Fortunate.
Yeah. That's a thing I'm noticing with Crit's crew here already, is that they're getting so much damage, but they never convert it into kills, which is super unfortunate. But it does look like they're going to be sending 3 out through the flank here as well.
Empty trying to jump up on the rock to try and get a play on them.
Yeah, but now I don't think it's working out too well for him. I mean, Pog here is going to have to back up here. I mean, it's 3v4 with no HP. I mean, if you're a Pog in this situation, you either have to send that 3-man over for the point.
Duncan coming up from behind trying to extinguish his teammate.
Oh no,
And that's your crit. Oh, unfortunate. Misses the shot.
Oh, Goblin goes down and so does Red. This is very scrappy for Crit's crew here, but I think they're making it work. This Pyro over here on the point gets up, getting taken down. Big Ivan, big play. Takes down that Pyro 1v1, and I think Empty's about to go down as well. 16 HP on the point, he goes down. This is a big fight happening right now. We got Veg over here, 89 HP, getting focused down by Big Ivan, but it's a 1v4 almost. Now it's a 2v2. Those other 2 players from behind did not show up. Red goes down as well. Oh my god, there's so much happening right now. Crit's crew ends up wiping here. A lot of Dragon's Fury projectiles getting thrown.
Bumble going in for the sack. Maybe.
Oh, Bumble.
Yep.
He denies the cap for a little bit, but it's not quite enough to be all that useful for his team, and now he's going to have to be a little bit further behind everybody when he rolls out, which is a little bit inconvenient for the rest of his team. But I think Crit's crew, they've shown that they can make these fights when they're down a player work. So I'm hoping to see something come out of this. Big Ivan got sent into the space. I mean, he got sent into the stratosphere, I guess. I don't know if he got space for
down 1 player. That might be in Crit's crew's favor to help.
Yeah, with Holy Onyx being out of the picture here and a Pyro getting isolated on the flank, it could be a 4v3 for the point here, and that's exactly what they do. They isolate that guy on the flank and they just kill everybody on the point. They do have this Pyro up above the point here though, kind of just raining down pain from above, but it's not getting all that much damage out. But on Crit's crew's side of mid here, they actually send a Pyro out. He doesn't get that much damage out. It does look like the Goblin is going to go down, trying to fight that point all on his own, all by his lonesome, if you will. This Pyro living behind Empty, and Empty now going down. It's just Empty and Veg behind, and Veg actually ends up cleaning up one of the Crit's crew members. Red is going down now, but I don't think it's going to be much for him. Holy Onyx now goes down, and it's even players on this mid fight. I say that Curse of the Caster, one goes down, and I think they just don't know that there's a person behind it. I mean, Duncan is just going to have to back out there, and so is the Goblin. Ideally, they're going to be playing back. Duncan goes in on his own again, picking a 1v2. Not the best decision here. Veg on 30 HP is going to somehow barely manage to scrape away and get some last minute damage out, and Crit's crew is going to wipe right there. This is 50 seconds on the clock for Pog here. Big Ivan going in, getting a nice pick, but ending up going down for it. Not very worthwhile. Now 40 seconds on the global timer for Pog. All they have to do is hold this point for a little bit longer, and they will win this match.
Shoal trying to go in for a little cheeky extinguisher hit on people who aren't even on fire.
Yeah, that's
indeed.
It's one of the plays that we've seen. We do have a little bit of gas thrown onto the point from Holy Onyx, but he ends up going down. Not much value gained from this play here. Not much value gained from that sack at all. We do have Big Ivan taking this 1v1 on the point. Both Pyros beefing the Dragon's Fury shots, and both Pyros on the point now very weak. They're going to have to back up and get some healing, maybe rotate out to get some help. It does look like Duncan is understanding that he's got to get out of there. He's got to go get some packs. He's got to go get healed. And this is now a point in favor of Crit's crew. They have 1 minute and 13 seconds to hold. Will they be able to keep this point held for a minute continuously? We will find out. It doesn't look like so, because they are wiping right now, and they've got players all over the point from Pog.
Duncan trying to fight on 3v1, but it just doesn't work in his favor. Shoal coming out with a little disrespect on the point. Ooh.
Yeah, and I mean, if you are Shoal right there, I mean, you can taunt. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. All their players respawn in 4 seconds, and the timer's at 5.
And it's unfortunate. It appears Pog winning the second round, and that wins them the match against Crit's crew.